Yosh! Hey guys, it's your boy Roman and I'm here again with another video. And this week, it's story time. Let's talk about it. Alright guys, so this is a pretty interesting story, and as you can see by the title, I almost got scammed in France. Alright, so it was approaching summer, and being a teacher, I know that I usually get my summers free. So I thought to myself, I would love to travel during the summer, but I'd also like to make some money on the side. And if I could do somewhat of a side job, then this would be very useful for me, it would be very beneficial. Therefore, I went on some sites, some websites, and I put my resume, I put what needed to be put there. I did what needed to be done. Eventually, I got this email from someone saying, hello, I saw your resume online on Pôle Emploi, and hence I'm contacting you. I'm a retired person and I would like someone to do some sort of personal work at home. I saw the message and I was first, what? Why did you message me personal? Because I didn't know that you could use the website to message me, to get my personal email. I thought you just message me directly on the site because there's a message system there. So I felt a bit uneasy, so I ignored it. Nonetheless, I went on with my daily life, with work, with school, and my personal affairs. Then one day again, I got another message from the same person. And I was like, is it a sign that I should respond? But while I said that, another part of me said, what respectable employer would message you 2 times? Is it that desperate? This is scam. No, it's a sign. And so I was like, no. This is a sign and I will heed to the calling. So I responded, hello, yes, I'm interested. However, you'd have to communicate to me the details so I can know if this is a good fitting for me. Alright, so his response was spectacular. It was amazing, beautiful, impeccable. And this is what he did. He did well to get my interest. So he said, alright, so I'm a retired man or gentleman, whatever, I'm retired and I'm looking for someone who I could trust to do some homework for me. When I say homework, it does not mean that you have to go to my home, but you could do it from your home. So télétravail, working from home. However, you will be compensated 1,200 euros. And I was like, say what? Number 1. Number 2, you work in autonomy. Whenever you want, it's your schedule. You choose your time. There's no strict schedule. However, you must complete the given task by the end of the month. That's beautiful. And 3, it is just for 3 months. That's summer. So I'm thinking, wow, with all of those 3 benefits, I could travel, go on vacation, and still work. It seems easy. But then he continued to say, however, you will be getting 3,500 documents per month to organize based on certain criteria. And that wasn't so exciting for me. So what he did was try to bring my interest up a little bit more, lest I got turned off from the 3,500. So what he said was that you will also be doing a training period in which you'll be paid. So the training period would be for, I don't remember how long he said, right? And then you'll receive 300 euros for the training period. If you can decide to stop working after that, then that's fine, you keep it. But if you continue to work, then at the end of the month, you will get the rest of the money. So I was like, damn, I could trick this guy. I'm being honest, I'm like, yeah, I could do this, get the 300 euros, say I hate it and move on. Or if I really like it, I could just continue working and get the money, so free money. Anyway, I messaged him and I said, yes, I'm very much interested. However, how would you go about doing this? Because I don't know how you get information to me and the resources and so forth. So he said, don't worry about that. I will have someone, well, first you need to be in France and blah, 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 blah. And then I will have someone deliver the information to you or the documents to you at the beginning of each month and so forth. So everything seems pretty good so far. It seemed pretty nickel. Anyways, so we continued. And then he started asking me some personal questions, which are general, like send me your name, your occupation, your bank name, and something else. But those are general information, like things that are on my resume. So I'm like, who cares? This is not personal. And I sent everything to him, and so I was waiting. So eventually he got in touch with me, and he said, okay, great, everything seems perfect, you're in France, so we will sort this out. Anyways, now that you've accepted this, I'll ask again that you confirm so that I could transfer your number to my assistant, and you must confirm that it's okay for me to give your number to my assistant. And I said, of course, yeah, because in my mind I'm like, that's free money, of course. So he did that, and eventually his assistant got in contact with me. And on the day I was like, oh yeah, I'm available now, so if you want to drop by my apartment, that's entirely fine. However, then he said something interesting which got my attention. He said, okay, good, but are you aware that I'll be giving you a check of 1,500 euros, of which you will need to deposit and then take the training money and give me the rest as a sign of trust. That's why we're doing this. So in my mind, I'm like, is this nigga serious? You're going to give me 1,500 euros for me to deposit in my account, take 300 and give you back the rest. I mean, you trust me that much. I'm like, you don't even know me, and you trust me that much. But the things I trust myself, I wouldn't do anything bad or like that. So I said, fine. But then before anything else, I said, you know what, hold on. Let me just verify something and I'll get back to you. So I messaged the boss, who is Loic. I'll put this information down below. So if you guys were to get a message from him, you'd be aware, you know? Anyway, so what happened was that when I messaged him, I'm like, you're going to give me 1,500 euros and then I'll deposit that. But if it's in the form of a check, would I not need some time for the check to be cleared? I mean, it could take maybe a day or two. And he's like, no, that's completely fine. And that's where I realized that something was wrong, because what they expect, or what he expected, was that I would be excited, take the 1,500 euros on the check, put it in my account, presumably take the 300 and then draw from my pocket and give him 1,200. And then he would be like, adios, sucker. But I was much smarter than that. I said, no, unless you're willing to wait until the check is validated or authenticated or accepted, then fine. If you're willing to wait, then after that, I will give you the money that's yours. And he said, okay, fine, understood. And I will keep in touch with you. And until this day, he has yet to got back in touch with me. So you see, this was a very interesting experience, because while I was very excited at first, I still kept a level head in that I was open for anything. However, it got me thinking, is this really how other people get scammed? Because this was nothing elaborate, this was nothing exciting, like it was almost child's play. Even I could do a better job. But I could see the technique that was used. They build your level of interest and they build your excitement, they build that adrenaline by telling you all the positives, and then they sneak in something, I wouldn't use the word sneak in, but they put in something there that throws you off and would make you not think as straight as you should. So I suppose that's how people get scammed. But come on, people. So this way, I'm not going to chastise anyone who has been scammed, but this is my advice to you. If you are in such a similar situation as I was in, then just keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and do not be too excited or be overcome by the emotions that you fail to think. Because if I were just concerned with the money, I'd have been yes. Or if I were thinking to even scam him by saying yes, I'll run away with the money, I would have lost the money that I would have given him in hand. My advice to anyone out there is that if you've been contacted by someone or you were told that you want something, please be careful, exercise due diligence, and do not be overcome by the positives or the gains. Come on, use your head, because I don't think scammers are geniuses. Well, maybe they're geniuses because they could be, I don't know. But for them to get what's yours out of your pocket, out of your account, then outside of a hack, then it's pretty much you giving them everything in hand. So be careful, people. Alright, be careful, guys. Alright, so guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this story time, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel as yet, don't forget to hit that subscription button and tap the notification bell so that you'll always be notified when I make an upload. And for my regular viewers, thank you guys so much. It means a lot that you're supporting me, and I would love to have your feedback on this video, your thoughts, and if you've ever had a similar experience where someone tried to scam you, just simply tell me down in the comments below. And remember, this is my second experience. The first one, if you're interested in hearing it, just drop the comment down below and I'll make a video about my first scamming experience in France. Alright, so before I end this video, just 3 things to do. And it's basically that some of my friends are trying to start some businesses, right? And so I'm just using this channel as a forum to give them some shout outs. Alright guys, so the first person on the list is a friend of mine, and she's starting a travel business on Instagram. So if you enjoy traveling, then she'll cover all your needs. Just simply visit her Instagram page, which I'll leave down below. And the name of that is Truly Live Travels. The second person, he's another friend of mine who is starting a photography industry. I suppose this is principally located in Jamaica for the time being. He takes some shots if you're interested and you're located in Jamaica, or maybe if you like some shots of Jamaica and they be sent online, I suppose he's also able to do that. So his Instagram is Shot Snapshots. I'll leave it all down below again. If you guys are interested, just hit him up. And the third person is another good friend of mine who's appeared on this channel sometime before, is Rodian, and you all know that she has her business, which is Longsal. And if you're interested in traveling, Sejong language seek, or anything of this sort, just simply hit her up. I'll leave the information down below. And this time, because of the coronavirus, she's trying an online approach, so I'll leave everything down below, guys. And with that said, thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. I've never put my Snapchat here. Twitter, I don't know, just follow my social media. I'll put them somewhere on the screen. With that said, guys, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and ciao ciao.